gang, it's JC, and this is the Daily Dose for Friday, April 9th, a combined venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. If you want to see some of our archives of previous shows, just hit the menu bar above my head, JC's Daily Dose, and you'll get them all. Spring has sprung, the grass is riz. I wonder where the flowers is. Well, they're out, and they're causing allergy problems. We're going to have something for you allergy sufferers here in just a little while. Sort of reminds me of the old Henny Youngman joke. I got an uncle who says he's a diamond cutter. Turns out he mows the lawn at Yankee Stadium. We're going to be mowing the lawn here with our beautiful snapper riding more, and we want to say hello to everybody at Lawn Care Equipment on Manchester Road in Brentwood, and especially Harrison. My buddy Harrison, who has taken care of me for years at Lawn Care Equipment in beautiful downtown Brentwood. Harrison had a horrific head-on car crash back in February, lost a leg recently, getting out of the hospital today, so to our buddy Harrison at Lawn Care Equipment on Manchester Road, we wish you the best. All right, let's talk about Tiger Woods, the story that won't go away. Tiger Woods at the Masters yesterday. Just see him out on the course, just sort of looking into the crowd and just gazing into the crowd and thinking to himself, did her, didn't do her, would like to do her, did her, and on the show goes. All right, let's talk about a concert announcement. Carole King and James Taylor coming to the Scottrade Center on Saturday, July 10th. That's part of the You Got a Friend Who Gives Me Heroin tour. By the way, yesterday I made mention of the fact that Glenn Beck and Bill O'Reilly are coming to the Shavitz Arena. I'm telling you, Glenn Beck is doing this all wrong. He's doing it all wrong. You don't want to go out with Bill O'Reilly, you know, that pasty, big Irish guy with daddy issues. You want to spread yourself out, appeal to more people. He ought to be touring with Kate Gosselin. That's right, Glenn Beck and Kate Gosselin. Then you can call the tour Glenn and Kate plus Hate. Hey, did he? Yeah, okay. All right, Saturday night, Tina Fey going to be hosting Saturday Night Live with the Tiger Woods stuff going on. Look out, Sarah Palin. Here we go. This could be a good show tomorrow night. All right, let's talk allergies. Prevention Magazine has come up with 7 things that can make your allergies worse, and here they are. Number 1 is stress. They did a study at Ohio State University. They say if you're stressed out, you're supposed to compensate by making sure you get enough sleep, because being tired makes your allergies worse all by itself, plus it raises your stress level. Number 2, a glass of wine with dinner. The bacteria and the yeast in alcohol can produce histamines, and that can cause allergy symptoms. Number 3, waiting too long to take your allergy medicine. Antihistamines work best if you take them before you have any symptoms. So in other words, if you had allergies last spring, take your meds now and it'll help you out. Number 4, washing your sheets in cold water. Now we do that here, but researchers in South Korea found that washing bed sheets in hot 140-degree water killed about 100% of the dust mites, but if you do it in warm wash, it only kills them by about 6.5%. So use the hot water. House plants. Almost all house plants give off stuff that can make you allergic, especially varieties of ficus and yucca and ivy, palm, orchid, and fern are the most irritating plants if you have allergies. Number 6, friends who smoke. Researchers in Japan studied kids with at least one parent who smoked heavily, and 80% of those kids showed signs of nasal allergies. And finally, only showering in the morning. Pollen sticks to your clothes. You get outside, the stuff gets stuck on your clothes and in your hair. And so they say jump in the shower late in the day, get all that stuff off your body, it'll help you out. All right, as we said, we have opening day coming up on Monday, and Forbes magazine put together the list of the most valuable franchises in Major League Baseball. What a surprise. The Yankees are first. They're valued at $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion. The Red Sox at $870 million. Next are the Mets, then the Dodgers, the Cubs at $726 million. The Cardinals, by the way, are in 8th place at $488 million. So if you want to buy them, that's what you'd have to buck up. In other words, when you look at all of this, the Yankees are nearly twice as valuable as the next most valuable team, the Boston Red Sox. And they're worth 5.5 times more than the Pittsburgh Pirates. So if you break it down, you could basically say that if the Pirates could offer a player a contract worth $20 million, the Yankees could just as easily offer that same player a contract for $110 million. The average baseball franchise turned a profit of $17.4 million last year, and despite being one of the least valuable teams, the Florida Marlins managed to turn the highest profit last year at $46.1 million. Those numbers are staggering. Amazingly, the Cardinals couldn't build their own stadium without help from you and me. All right, this is the anniversary of one of my favorite stories in the history of rock and roll. Back in 1989, Bill Wyman of the Rolling Stones, who was 52 at the time, announced that he was going to marry his 19-year-old girlfriend, Mandy Smith. He's 52, she's 19. By the way, he'd been dating her since she was 13. Wyman then, well, he got divorced later on, but the weird part of this story, weirder, is that Bill Wyman's son then took on with Mandy's mother. All right, so you got Bill Wyman at 52 dating 19-year-old Mandy Smith. Bill Wyman's son, who is in his 30s, starts dating Mandy's mother. I remember back in 1989 when we got this story, we diagrammed it and did his family tree, and I think we figured out that there's a scenario where Bill Wyman could have ended up as his own grandfather. All right, one of the other stories being kicked around here is Mark McGwire. What sort of reception will he get for the player introductions on Monday at opening day? My guess is he'll get cheered because St. Louis Cardinal fans just love to cheer people. They even give a standing ovation to Stubby Clapp. So yeah, he's going to get cheered. But the bigger story is something that I've been talking about for years, and that has to do with the declining popularity of those player introductions. And the Cardinals being brought out in the cars and the Clydesdales out. That's been steadily declining. Last year, probably the last 2 years, maybe even the last 3, I don't think that the stadium has been 60% full when they do those player introductions. Now that is a tradition that is dying. You have all of the different restaurants that are open now, and people are partying and having a good old time. And you know, as the crowd that attends baseball games at Busch Stadium gets younger and younger, that tradition, you know, the player introductions becomes less and less important. If I'm the St. Louis Cardinals, I start looking for a way pretty quickly to salvage that tradition because it is dying. Speaking of Monday, yeah, I know it stinks. We can't have an opening day baseball show. I'm still under contract with the old station. They're still paying me, but we will have a special edition of the Daily Dose here Monday. JC's Eye Candy today, by the way, right below what you're looking at right now on the screen on the homepage of jc'sdailydose.com, is a company in trouble with Major League Baseball, and that's all I'll say. You got to look at the pictures. Monday, by the way, our eye candy photograph is going to be a picture. If you're a Cardinal baseball fan, you might want to frame. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so that's it. That's your Daily Dose for Friday, April 9th, a combined venture of Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. We'll talk to you again on Monday, opening day. In the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.